सुखम त्विदानी त्रिविधम श्रीणु मे भरतर्षभ अभ्यासाद रमते यत्र dukhantam cha nigacchati. Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says that the ultimate motive behind people's action is to search for happiness. Everyone desires to be happy and through their actions seek fulfillment, peace and satisfaction. There are three kinds of happiness in general. First is sattvic or pure happiness. This is achieved by the elevation of the soul. You may also relate it with the concept of Abraham Maslow's need theory, where self-actualization is on the top of the pyramid. These are those people who have achieved a state of physical and mental self where they are very content with whatever they have in life and are living a life of peace and tranquility. Second happiness is rajasic or result-oriented happiness. This happens when you achieve something materialistically. For example, you bought a new house, a new car, or a new iPhone. Well, we are very happy initially, but then we go wanting all over again because our wants have no limit. And thus, rajasic or result-oriented happiness is short-term and temporary. Now, the third form of happiness is tamasic or slothful happiness, which comes from ignorance and laziness. A lot of time we let something just go on and be ignorant about it when we can really do something, but we let it be because we seek and find pleasure the way things are. We must stay away from these type of happiness. Remember, the goal today is to achieve a state of pure happiness as per the modern times. This does not mean you have to forego all the materialistic asset that you have or aspire to have. It simply means you need to take a leap from independence to interdependence mindset. Being independent is good, but then it is mostly self-serving. What are we doing for our friends, neighborhood, society and the community at large is also very important before we take that leap from independence to interdependence. The most fundamental basis of finding happiness in today's age is to make others around us happy. As is famously said, give and you shall receive. The people that stay with you, are they really happy? Are they making sacrifices or compromising in order to make you happy? Or are you having a mutually satisfying relationship? How can you contribute in a meaningful manner to those around you is also very important, which comes from interdependence mindset. Most of us today want things to happen the way we want them to happen. I deserve more salary than what is currently paid to me. I want matching accessories for all the clothes that I have. I wish if I could drive a bigger car similar to what my neighbor drives. I want to live in a 4 BHK house because the 2 BHK that I live in is a little bit congested. I am working so hard but no one tends to recognize my effort. It seems they do not care. My parents do not understand my lifestyle. My boss is authoritarian. My subordinates do not respect me. These are some of the questions that a lot of people face on an everyday basis. But if you notice clearly, there is a lot of eyes into it, which basically means it is self-serving and self-centered. When you want something and it does not happen the way you want it to be, it creates a sense of dissatisfaction and you are demotivated, and that is a cause of your unhappiness. Independence is a paradigm of I. I am confident, I am self-reliant, I know what I am doing and I do not need someone's approval and validation to tell me whether I am right or wrong. This is an independent mindset, all about I. Interdependence is a paradigm of we. We are stronger together. We can synergize. We are a team. It's all about us. Today, close to 5-6 generation of people starting from silent generation to alpha is staying together, and each generation has a different perspective to happiness. Silent generation is anyone born from 1928 to 1945. Baby boomers are those born from 1946 to 1964. Generation X are those born from 1965 to 1980. Gen Y are those born from 1981 to 1996. And Gen Z are those born from 1997 to 2012. Generation Alpha are those born from the early 2010 to the mid of 2020s. A typical Gen Z person on an average spends 4 to 6 hours on the internet, and they will not trade this time for anything else. Their world online is more important to them than those present with them physically. And similarly, the other generation as well have developed different lifestyle choices from which they derive happiness. And it's practically very tough to strike a balance of the common interest amongst these 5 to 6 generation. India today has become the loneliness capital. As per a recent research by the United Nations, India was ranked 126th amongst 143 countries on happiness index, which basically means people are not happy, they are not satisfied, they are living a very poor quality of life. There is low trust amongst each other. The more lonelier people are today, especially Generation Y, Generation Z and Generation Alpha, more time they spend on the blue screens, mobile, laptop, iPad, gadgets and accessories, seeking approval and validation from their social network and trying to find happiness in that. What can we really do starting today with the capabilities that we already possess to make our surrounding a happier cohort? Well, we can start with an interdependent mindset of empowering not just ourselves but also those around us. Help them in a meaningful manner. Now, this does not mean we support them financially when we don't have the money. It also means to provide an ear to someone who needs to be heard. Talk to someone with humility and grace, and you are contributing to your neighborhood, to your inner circle. Author Stephen R. Covey says that interdependent people are those who combine their effort with those around them to achieve the greatest success of their life. Think what is the greatest success that you can achieve by combining your effort with those around you to achieve the greatest success of your life. Stay tuned for my upcoming vlogs. Do subscribe if you have learned something new today. See you until the next time.